It's a big effort to fight back and potentially take it to a third map of Inferno where things are not going to get any easier. And I talked about on the desk earlier on, if you look at who they have played on Dust2 recently, well, the last 5 times Liquid have played it, they've won. They beat Astralis, they beat Sharks, they beat Astralis, they beat Envy. Or sorry, North, Astralis, G2, if I can read my handwriting, Mouse Sports, and North. Like, they beat so many ridiculous teams on this map, and I've been undefeated in the last 5. I find it hard for them to lose here, and so do the Betway odds.
Yeah, I think the only real silver lining is that this is also one of ATK's best maps. They've got an 86% win rate. They even beat MIBR in it fairly recently. They also beat them on Vertigo. So take that as you will. It's 2 maps that clearly they feel comfortable on, but at least they've sort of got one of the better map pools that they could have, although Vertigo wasn't one that they played anywhere near as much, and I don't think it was one that MIBR particularly have within their repertoire just yet. But this one is the one they like to play. We'll see if they can do a little bit better at least. Maybe put some numbers on the board. JT is going to be there to start things off. However, the trade is in so quickly, and Elige now picks up that USP and looks to really do the work. We do at least see Modem get around the corner. Elige just going strong. This man is just on fire at the moment. Will eventually be put down, but now the bomb has as well.
Sonic's going to run into a big stack here. He's got 2 players to find, and one thing he did find was a bullet to the head. And this is kind of what we're going to expect out of Liquid, right? They can just basically run around, playing this like it's a death match, getting kills after kills. We saw Elige towards long. I mean, he was not afraid to challenge up against Modem and just take that completely out of their hands. I mean, even during the break, they weren't even necessarily focused on this next map. They were talking about some other games. I'm not going to say what it was, but you can just tell that they already feel like they have this one in the bag. And I don't think ATK is going to be a team that takes that overconfidence and is able to punish them, unfortunately.
Was it Archero?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Cool. Everybody loves that.
The game that you and I are playing.
Yeah.
And actually a lot of people, other people, like Maven.
I'm not going to say anything more because they're not paying me to advertise them, so, you know.
Maybe they give you some free stuff in-game.
Or out of game. I'm easy. Okay, OC. Pretty close. We'll actually connect one shot onto Stewie2K. Takes a little bit of damage back in return, but he's looking to go back for more. I'm liking the confidence. Try and fight versus Liquid. And actually Sonic is getting aggressive as well, but maybe forced back. Elige caught in the open. He has to fall back and win these early fights. It's not a bad start for ATK.
Liquid have taken some decent damage. I think OC should have been able to actually kill Stewie there if he hit that first shot and towards the top of middle. But again, they're grouping up for a hit towards the A site. Sonic, I like his position. It's going to be a flashbang thrown in, I believe, to allow him to go for a kill. But unfortunately, Liquid's not going to be completely bonded up, so he's just going to have to back away. In the meantime, they've been able to decimate the 2 defenders on the A side as Sonic is just left to himself to try to hold on. And he's just more importantly trying to escape here, or maybe just get 1 kill before he falls. But look at that. The amount of damage done to Liquid, and they've still not lost a player. God, come on.
Oh, I love it. Oh, come on. Come on, let's go for 5. Let's really make Jason angry. Floppy managing 2. Oh, there we go. Even a 3rd kill. Not a bad attempt by Floppy there, the man who, you know, ruined Jason's dreams.
I don't understand what it is. It's not even only Counter-Strike this happens to me in.
But Counter-Strike is the only one that matters.
Oh yeah, obviously. But that's better for Floppy considering he was 0-7. I don't know if he actually went higher than that on Vertigo. Floppy 0-7 at one point.
Oh, he got a quad kill in one of the rounds.
Yeah, later on. But you know, I'm talking about the start.
Oh, you mean
if
he didn't go higher in terms of death?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But a better start, and I think that's the important part I was trying to say. I got there eventually. But still, they're going to be up against Liquid on the SGs. Mac 10, the 8K, the Galil. They have gone for a big stack towards the B side, so a big gamble. I think Dust equated it to, I think he mentioned rolling the dice in roulette, which makes no sense, because there's no dice in roulette. There's a ball. And numbers. And Stewie getting kills, speaking of numbers. Only one, unfortunately for him. Elige's going to be there, just spray them down, and we'll have Nitro to support him. And that's going to do it. Seeing Liquid off to the 3-0 start.
You're really not trying to make many friends here, are you, Jason? Just throwing everyone under the bus today.
I haven't thrown you under the bus yet.
I like how you use the word yet.
Well, I'm not, you know, we're just starting today,
I haven't thrown you under the bus. Yet.
You know, but Prius, he's been under that bus. I don't know. I'm still like slightly tilted at that
used to
post.
work in a garage or something? I don't know.
I don't know what a garage is. I don't know what a garage is.
Not if you speak the Queen's English.
Well, they do have an op for OC and Sonic, so we do see the double op picked up for ATK. Now, Dust pointed out the OC was the one actually picking up for their side, as Sonic, we know him in the past, is using it. But it's a big investment. It's a heavy investment. If they lose this round, I don't imagine they're going to be able to fare too well in the following. At least is that 100? Was it 82 ADR 3 rounds in?
It's not bad.
I'm lucky to get 182 damage total in a match.
That's why you're not bad. Nice shot from Twist to give them cat control and more floppy. Waiting in the smoke. This is all going to come down to timing, and unfortunately, Elige has got him dead. Leaves just 2 players remaining, trying to save on the B site, and, well, you can almost guarantee there's going to be a hunt. It's already began. Lots of damage done onto JT as he at least gains them tunnels control. Now, for the T side, their money isn't fantastic, but I think they're feeling pretty confident, Jason.
I just hope Sonic doesn't try to cross the doors. Oh, you see why. He gets the tag onto Elige. He's down to 30 HP. And actually, the Liquid Boys aren't going to go for the charge, not trying to take away the op in the SG. I don't know why Sonic keeps peeking this, actually. Getting very worried for him. You don't want to lose this op into the next round. But Liquid will get the bomb, we'll get the explosion, and we'll get a 4th round here. I think one of the most interesting matches in this group, by the way, coming up, I think that's on the final day, is Liquid up against Renegades. Just all obviously Renegades have a stellar performance in the major, and I want to see how that's been able to potentially carry over now into the season.
Yeah, I am interested to see how that goes, because the other thing as well is with their side of the bracket when it came to the major, I do think there was some sort of more interesting storylines, whereas if you look at Liquids, it was pretty damn stacked all the way through. So I want to see how they're going to come into this. Are they going to be good enough to actually challenge versus Liquid, or is it going to be like, okay, where do they situate? Because I think we know that Liquid are going to come into this strong. Like, even with like some of the more upsetting performances, at least for their fans, you know that they're still going to come in with, well, a large amount of confidence and be individually very, very good. But I want to see, as you said, them battle versus Renegades. This round, at least, has actually started pretty damn good. Norp was picked up. Naf has now ruined that as he kills 2 off. And as soon as I got excited for this round, Liquid have put a pin in it.
It is pretty crazy how quickly Liquid get these multi-kills. Always seeming to be in the right place at the right moment. Speaking of that, Nitro's going to be there against Floppy. But will respawn, but now he's giving up his position. Liquid with 3 players left, immediately leaving the bomb, trying to challenge out against him. Load up with another great shot on the Stewie, takes away the op from the T side. Honestly, not like they're going to struggle to buy it up in the next round. But they still want this gun. And Modem is just hoping he can somehow carry this over.
Well, unfortunately, there's 2 players looking to try and give him a fist 5 to the face.
Oh, no. A fist 5.
Well, that's exactly what will happen. Twist. Well, maybe it's to the chest.
It took me a second. There was like fist 5 to the face. Oh, yeah.
It really flows. I see. I don't mind the sound of it.
The alliteration I loved.
I worked hard on that. Not really, but, you know. 5-0. It's not been the best of starts for ATK, but they have at least got a buy. They've even got a double AWP setup, and I did quite like Sonic's AWP, and quite an aggressive AWPer when it comes to this map, so I wonder if that will change, or if that's something that ATK are now going to try and implement. Modem will get the initial pick onto Elige as well. Not a bad start. Has receive some damage in return, and it is looking like Sonic's actually going to be AWPing into middle, and he gets the pick as well, and drops the bomb. Although defending that, a little bit tougher.
Yeah. I don't know if they want to push towards T-spawn to try to hold the bomb there. Still, Liquid with 3 players left alive. You cannot count them out just yet. No, Sonic and Modem have given them a very real chance in this round to pick it up. And there's still a lot of time left on the board, so it's not like Team Liquid are forced to go in towards any of these sites or at least another 20 to 30 seconds. And maybe Nitro's gonna try to stall, maybe try to throw a fake towards B. Does have a flash, but that's about it. And instead, he's just gonna regroup up towards Catwalk. And OC's gotta hit the shot, I feel like. Or at least more importantly, just stay alive. Get the reinforcements through. Again, the delays with the Molotov being thrown down. But they still only left one player actually on the A site, so interesting to see how they're gonna defend this.
Well, that's the worry. I think if Team Liquid get into an afterplant situation, it's going to take a lot to stop them. Like, that's where they really do just play some of their best Counter-Strike, is when the bomb is ticking in their favor. OC, he needs to at least get a kill here. He can't go down without anything, and that's exactly what happens. Now Liquid can get towards the site. Naffers managed to get one more, and as quickly as it went into their favor is as quick as it turns back. Naff with the peek out, Twist with another added, and what these three players are yet to take a point of damage since getting onto this site. Finally, a tag hit, but just as much goes back in return. Sonic left with 26 HP, and how on earth do Liquid win that round with 3 players surviving? I just don't understand. Like, I'm lost for words.
I think it was good utility usage, though, to pretty much prevent OC from doing anything. He had a couple of flashbangs going his way. He wasn't able to hit a shot, and of course the peaks coming through out of Naf were pretty damn good. You can see forcing them to look towards him at CT ramp, and then Twist just fights them from Catwalk. Still maintain the op for Stewie. Unfortunately, ATK, well, 5-7s. Armor for JT. But 6-0. I don't know how you come back. I don't know what they could do differently. You had a 5-on-3 man advantage. You had everything going your way.
Well, that's the trouble. Like, this map is one where you do have to take gambles, you have to take risks, and that's what they did with leaving OC on the site. The problem is that, again, I feel like a lot of these younger players are going to play differently than how they would normally play versus a team like Liquid, because it's tough. Like, you are going to be nervous.
You're going to be in your own head a little bit.
Especially when you're an AWPer, that's the highest amount of pressure. And you can already see, like, OC hasn't had the best of starts, I should say. But that may not be down to pressure. Of course, all of this is just guesswork, because I am not psychic and I can't know what's going on in the mind of OC. But I feel like in those sort of situations, as I said, he needed to get one or stay alive or both. Instead, him going down that fast gave Liquid the site. And I even said it to you. If they get the site, that's where Liquid are going to just win the round. That's where they do what they do their best work. Because you just have all of these crazy aimers just set up on different angles. And I think that's one of the only ways that ATK are going to be able to, like, get around, really, is stop them getting that bomb down, stop them getting into afterplants. And, well, not throw away a 5v3.
I think we've talked about something about this, that was the last bullet, a few days ago, involving if you're like an AWPer and you're obviously not the favorites in the matchup, like by far, do you feel like there's more pressure put on you to hit those shots? Are you going to take peaks that you never normally would because you realize my team needs me?
I wonder if it's... Okay, I don't know what he said.
I heard something about go back to the desk, but I don't, that doesn't sound right.
I don't know, but either way, it was probably mean.
Probably. Come on, Tom.
I don't know. He might have been going, good luck, guys. I hope it works out for you, but we're probably still going to win. Love you, Stu.
He says his own name.
Well, it's like when you sign off something.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand.
It was a cute little message from Stewie, although I'm pretty sure he did say go back to somewhere. Maybe to MDL.
Oh.
That would be a brutal.
Yeah.
We need Red Eye's face to come up. I would love to know how many, like, hits there have been on that GIF. I'm sure there's a way you can find out, but it's been used in some ludicrous places. Well, at the moment we might have to use it at the end of this game. Things are getting pretty full up in here. Nice work from Modem, though. He manages to make his way up short. Again, gets an open. Unfortunately, he's now dead. But Sonic has kept this into a 2 versus 2. With the AWP there, it seems like Liquid are going to make a mid-round call, the decision to go back in through long. Now, Floppy is actually going aggressive onto short. This could set them up nicely for a retake scenario, but as already mentioned, that can be fairly tough, especially versus Liquid. They're not even going to need a smoke. They're just going to go walking. A nice little stroll onto the A site. A gander in that direction. The bomb's going to be planted. Who's going to win, Jason?
It does it. Whoever I say, like it.
Do it.
You realize the curse I
Do
have.
it. Who's going to win, Jason?
Liquid.
Okay, so ATK in with a good chance in this round in the retake. Otherwise, Jason Kaplan's going to be right, and the universe barely ever allows that. It would truly show the power of Liquid if they can hold on to this clutch. Floppy making his way forward, needs the kill, but Nitro will get it. And Liquid are not only going to survive the round, but they are going to survive the Kaplan curse.
If they actually lost that round, I was legitimately just going to put my headphones on and walk away. Not even kidding. I know, right? If I said that, you might have got a little bit too excited. But hey, I mean, Stewie died early in the round, so he had some time to think up the next thing he wants to yell. That was a good try, guys. Love you, Stewie. We should go play some games together. Maybe go play some Rank S. It's a big push, though, out middle. It's going to catch Nitro off guard. Okay, well, it's not going to catch Nitro off guard because, you know what? He's Nitro.
Oh, my God. How
That's
did
3
he get
kills.
3? That was literally a play just to get rid of him, and, well, they do. But it doesn't seem like a worthwhile trade. The bomb's going to make its way onto the A site. I think this is a 9th round, Jason. Ooh, hello. That's a nice shot from Floppy. Makes things a little bit interesting. Although they are on the wrong side of the map. One of them doesn't have armor, they don't have a kit, and they only have 2 flashbangs.
They got this. I believe.
If this is T-spawn, then maybe. Naf hasn't died yet, Jason. Come on. Come on.
See if I said
Someone's
that.
got to get him. Nope, 11 and 0. Oh! Okay. 12 and 0. Oh dear.
I think they just continued a conversation they had between maps when we heard them walking outside.
So guys, what food are we getting today?
Chip burrito.
Unnamed burrito restaurant.
Yep.
Or chain.
Oh, Sonic takes a hell of a lot of damage on the cross there. And I think Team Liquid have had enough. Gonna push him aggressively towards Catwalk, completely catch them off guard. Elige hitting shots like that. I think a 16-0 could potentially be in the cards for them if they keep up this kind of gameplay. Bomb's not even near the site, but they have it, funny enough. I mean, might as well just put the bomb at B at this rate. Twitch just trying to hold on the site by himself. Spray coming through, JT down to 18 points of health. Oh, you should not be able to win those, ever. Good flashbang, though, out of Naf. And there you go, 10-0. Naf is still not dead.
Did you ever have it in school? Like, obviously, for me, it's football. For you, it's soccer. But,
What do you gotta say? I live in Germany.
yeah, but not when you're in school. Did you ever, like, go up against the year above and you would just get absolutely destroyed because at that point they were quite a bit bigger than you? Well, maybe not bigger than you.
I was gonna say,
'cause you're,
I
like,
mean,
7'9".
I was always like a foot taller than most people growing up.
But that's what this feels like. It feels
Yeah.
like the older kids have
It's
just...
the varsity team versus the junior team.
Okay,
That's what we
thank
use.
you for translating that into American for me.
Yeah. Like the seniors versus the sophomores.
There you go. That's what this feels like. Well, we got there in the end, Jason. It took a bit of translating, but that was what I was trying to say.
Got up my handy-dandy Google Translate for that one. Oh my god, what? Look at the damage they just take running through that.
But this could be that one goal, Jason, or that one whatever thing you score in American football. Touchdown. There you go. I'm really good at this American stuff. Maybe it'll be a basket. Oh, see, I know another one. Elige. Oh, well, he gets that one. Even without his vision, maybe he could beat me with a blindfold. Oh, just nets 3 kills. Dear Lord. Okay, never mind. They're not getting a try in this one.
This is like, okay, I can translate it into yours, right? Into your language. This is like Liverpool playing against any American soccer team.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like David Beckham up against Messi. Well, Messi up against David Beckham.
Or Messi.
Yeah. Who's the player that has that I probably could be related to? Because he has a massive nose. Was it Zlatan? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zlatan. There you go. Him and I could be related. Some far distant world.
Have you got a little bit of Sweden in you?
Is he Swedish?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. 11-0 for Team Liquid.
Yeah, we went a little bit off track, but to be honest, at this point, I'd rather do that than actually say what is happening within the game, because Naf still hasn't died!
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to...
I've already said it 4 times. If he does die, it will be the curse of the commentator.
Yeah, but Tomba's
but at
curse...
the same time, I want it to happen because it's mean. You're not allowed, that should be a rule that you're not allowed to not die in a match. Like, Elige in the last map jumped off because he was thinking, you know what, I've got to at least have a death.
Thank you for that, Prius. You know, circling around the football, soccer ball, whatever you want to call it.
Well, football.
Just don't call it a hand egg.
It's not a hand egg.
Nope.
Because that's football.
American
Here we
football.
go. Quick rush into B. JT is going to be kicking things off. He's got the opening pick, and Naf has died! Can they convert this into a round, however? We shall see. Sonic not going to be able to do anything, and the B site is under the control of the T side, unfortunately, which, as we know, this is one of the toughest sites in the game to retake. Luckily, there is a hell of a lot of utility remaining for this CT side, so maybe, just maybe, they can force some people out of position. Unfortunately, Elige is going to be making his way forward through the tunnels, looking to try and get back in behind them. The CT side actually seeming a little bit stuck in the mud. That utility slowly being thrown in, but that's where Elige is going to make them turn back around, catch their attention, and leave them with a little bit of confusion. And are they going to push the smoke? Is Twist really going to push the smoke? No, he's not. He wants to keep his gun, although it doesn't even seem that necessary at this point. Maybe they're trying to find out who's going to get the highest KD in this game. Well, Elige is up for it. Unfortunately, I think Naf might still be winning by a slight margin here.
Tom, how long would you say we've known each other now? What, a year? Year and a half, maybe?
Yep.
Around there? I've never heard you be as excited as you were just now with Naf dying. Or I can think of very few situations. Maybe one of them involving a pan of chocolat.
I think that Rups headshot we saw on Vertigo was that
Yeah.
one got me.
You talked about him being a robot, and then he just absolutely...
I needed new trousers after that one. I don't really wear trousers that often. Although I am wearing them now, of course. Shh. Don't break the illusion. Well, 12-0. Sonic's going to get the opening pick. It's Elige to go down this time. His KD is getting slightly worse. However, we've seen some advantages for ATK in this match so far. And I hate to give you some spoilers if you have missed the first 12 rounds, but they haven't been able to hold on to any of them.
Those Betway odds aren't seeming that close. 9-1.
Yeah,
Straws had
they're new ones.
1-22 against Aristocracy. Even though Liquid's down a man, can't count them out of the round. It's just going to be OC to defend on towards the A site, but I like the position he's playing in. Has the opportunity to run away and escape, and you see Floppy trying to hold in towards long at the same time for anyone pushing from the T side. 40 seconds left, and Liquid will eventually make their push happen. Looks like it's going to be back towards B, though, where JT is going to be the one to defend. They forced out a player to rotate back towards A as well, and that leaves the B side a little bit lacking in defense. But here come the smokes. Molotov comes in as well. Nitro's just going to back away from this one, so well thrown in on the side of ATK. But now 20 seconds left, and here we go. The push coming through. The smoke's down, the Molotov's thrown in. JT has to go big here to hold on to this one, and that's going to be Sonic to get the first. And JT as well, and finally ATK have broken the curse and have gotten a round on the board.
Rip the dream. I'm sure there are plenty of people in chat spamming 16. Oh, I want you to know, every single one of you, this is your fault. But if you are an ATK fan, they're onto the board. That was actually a very clean round as well. They managed to shut down the B push, a stronghold from JT. And at least that's something. They can watch that round over and over again to maybe put a smile on their face, block out the scoreline, because things are still massively in favor of Liquid, and they're going to work off the spawns and take long control without any real resistance. Instead, we see this aggression onto short again. Now, I was going to say it's worked out quite well for them so far. Unfortunately, Stewie seems to be countering that. They're playing into tunnels. I thought he was even going to try and have a shot. The man in middle, Sonic. Floppy. Oh, go on, do it to them. Do it to them. He's going through the smoke, but he's going to get shut down. I like the attempt, but unfortunately, nothing comes of it. OC has been able to find one with the AWP. Nav's actually fairly low on health as well. There's some potential in this round. Stewie, however, in from the flank is so well placed. Bomb dropped could, once again, give them a chance. They're actually going to try and go for the boost here. The problem is there's so much time, and Stewie, just in that backline, is eventually going to swing in and give them another kill. Sonic tried his best with a couple, but ultimately it is going to be 13-1.
Naf has died 3 times, FYI, Tom. Cursed him.
All it took was 1. It's like the sort of the shittest evil genius ever. It's like, like all these terrible villains. What do you do when a player's doing really well? Like jinx.
That's like the worst superpower ever.
I could think of worse, but probably don't want to say them on air.
Probably not. 13-1 either way. Liquid, obviously still with the bye. They have lost out on a leash. As on his 11th death, but I think that kind of shows that they're playing very loose here.
Yeah, this has been some basically purist Dust2 of like like let's just aggressively push angles. Of course, they do have their set smokes available to them that a lot of average players would not know, but they are just like working off spawns, using defaults, like basically just waiting for aggression, and yeah, just basically working off what is ridiculous individual skill. Like we haven't seen the strat book open. I'm pretty sure Adren may have not even brought it with him.
I'm not sure he's actually awake at the moment.
It's possible. He might be having a power nap. Nice shot from OC, though. It does seem to be the double op setup, which has given them some way back into these rounds. Of course, Sonic doesn't have his this time. Stewie now looking to try and get the pick back. Floppy actually going to get a little bit aggressive. I do like that they're still making these confidence plays. They haven't been completely shut out. They're trying to at least take fights versus Team Liquid, and Floppy's going to win that one. Even gets the dink onto Nitro. Making their way forward. OC gets one more, and Naf will fall. A second round on the board for ATK. They at least double up towards the end of the half. Maybe that's something at least to get a slight bit happier about. Of course, they are going to go into the second half with a massive disadvantage, and you can see that at the moment Liquid are just having a bit of fun. They're enjoying themselves. They've been making a lot of big individual plays, and I don't really expect that to change going into the second half.
Rich and high. Lex. Yeah. Yo. Got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple thickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. Ladies, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your best friend could go and develop a new twerk scene. Got the army with me like Xerxes. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Understand you can't hurt me. I got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple thickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. girlfriend run straight to my yard and have her up in my bed. Yup, 20 minutes I'm dead. I tell her okay leave, no Snapchat or back chat please. What color is your backpack? Yep, green. Tell your boyfriend he's a white twat. G. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Let's go. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Got a couple dickies chilling in my room. We'll be shaking it like the twerk team. Lady, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your bestie could go and develop a new twerk scene like. Shaking it like a twerk team. Shake it.
Yeah. Ay, push start, ay, ball so hard, ay, raise the bar, ay, turn into a star, ay.
Out of all the pictures that could have been chosen for me, you take the one where my face looks like a salami pizza. Well, Tom is on the floor,
Oh.
but
That
a
caught
lot
me
of
off
similarities
guard.
there, to be fair.
Yeah, that really caught me off guard. I didn't see that coming.
I was expecting the stats to pop up and be like, yeah, I mean, look, obviously Liquid up 13-2. No, just that. You know what that picture was from, by the way? That was from the Season 1 Pro League Finals. Not Finals, sorry. No, it was Finals, where it was the 3-on-3 show match between me, Semler, and Moses.
Beautiful.
Anders not to Endeavor Walk.
Almost as beautiful as the headshots that JT is hitting in a pistol round that's actually going quite well for ATK. So I'm going to move on. That picture was beautiful. Thank you very much, production. That was fantastic. But now we'll see whether or not this is going to be the start that ATK were looking for. Left with just 2 remaining.
What?
Stewie manages to sneak in. There's nobody watching tunnels. A big mistake. They're going to give away 2 frags. And now Floppy, he's the only real defender within the site. Naf's caught one off. He's even got the kit. And he spotted out JT. Just going to be looking to try and tap onto the bomb. Maybe baiting his opponent. The peak is going to be coming. And he's completely blind. And finally, JT is going to close things out. He gets a quad kill to win the pistol. And that is a 3rd round onto the board. But damn, did that come close.
I don't understand how Stewie's allowed to walk into tunnel and get 2 kills like that. Like OC was staying on the bomb, looking towards doors, I guess, but why was no one looking behind them? Why was no one protecting them from the flank? But the man here, all on him. The quad kill coming through.
He didn't even have armor, I don't think. This was some pretty sick shots off the back of the P250, and even using the flashbang at the end. I respect that. Nice round coming out from JT. There is going to be a force spy coming in. Naf actually saving some money, so maybe going to drop that off over, or maybe he just wants to play himself. I do feel like Liquid are a little bit more free flow in the way that things are going. Twist looking for another 1D. And Naf's actually going to be the one pressured here. He only has the Deke, doesn't have any armor, so should be fairly easy work. At the same time, he has the Deagle.
Hit the shot through the box too. And well, Nitro has a deagle too. He takes down Floppy. And Nitro's still not being dealt with. Finally, the scout's gonna come through and they're gonna overwhelm the A site. The bomb by itself, the bomb is down. Nap gets a double. And Sonic now alone versus 2 gets a sprint onto the first. But Nap again, that's a triple. And I'm not sure how ATK loses, but I'm sure Stewie has something to say about it. That should not happen.
How though? It just doesn't even make sense at this point. You gotta be so down in the dumps if you're ATK as well. Like you get the pistol around us off a nice clutch coming out from JT, which probably shouldn't have been needed, but that's besides the point. And then Naf does that. Oh yeah, that was 5-1 Deeks, right? I think one of the ones that Naf got was like, it's not they were already damaged, but they were all off Deagles.
Yeah, they were all Deagles. Twist coming out catwalk as well.
Oh my god, look at the nade.
Thing is, on Vertigo, they had ridiculous utility damage as well. The amount of nades they're able to get off, in particular towards the B site when defending. But here we go, looks like they're trying to come out, pushes through a Molotov, and those health bars are sinking quicker than my career as a commentator. But let's see. Still Liquid picking up the kills. So that one's the last 3 players out of ATK. OC is able to get 1, but unfortunately 1 and done. They're gonna get the bomb down, if anything. The JT now left alone. And Naf will close it out, and that will be Liquid now on 15.
Well, it seems like they're having some fun with this as they're looking to absolutely dominate. If they do have a dinner date tonight, I think they're going to be making it with time to spare as they need just 1 round to close this out in a 2-0 fashion. I can't say anyone's really surprised. I think if you're ATK going into this series, you have to know that this is the impossible hill to climb, and later on, you'll have better opportunities. Of course, there is Renegades coming up, which I don't think is going to be that much easier. But at the same time, there is still the battle for 3rd place within this group.
I think an important matchup will be between ATK and Singularity on day 3. That might determine who goes into relegation, and who stays within the Pro League to the 2nd group stage. Again, the damage coming through, the nades, the Molotovs, the bullets. Now at ATK down to the last 3 players. And the bomb's not even near them.
Got a lot of scouts. You're going to get a kill on the back of one of them. This is getting a little bit interesting, although Nitro just kills 2 players at the top of mid. And, well, I can safely say that this highlight reel might have 1 play in it that is not Team Liquid. Other than that, it is just absolute